Highgate Vampire. London, 1970s Highgate Cemetery had always been a place of quiet dread. Its crumbling Victorian tombs, ivy-draped angels, and winding paths made it a haven for ghost stories. But in the early 1970s, North Londoners began whispering of something darker than restless spirits, something stalking the graveyard by night. It began with the animals. Stray cats and foxes were found dead among the gravestones, their bodies oddly intact yet drained of blood. No tracks, no signs of struggle, only silence and the hollow emptiness of death. Soon after, passers-by reported a figure glimpsed between the trees, impossibly tall, draped in black with eyes that glowed a sinister red. One witness swore the figure stared directly into him, and though he tried to move, his body froze, his mind clouded by a cold pressure as if his very will was being drained. When he awoke, he was lying on the ground hours later, weak and disoriented. Word spread quickly. Newspapers latched onto the tale, dubbing it the Highgate Vampire. At first it seemed a prank or the invention of imaginative youths, but as more people came forward, fear grew. Locals avoided the cemetery after dark, and Londoners began flocking to Highgate not for mourning but to glimpse the monster themselves. Among them were self-proclaimed vampire hunters. Two rival figures emerged, one a magician and occultist, the other a self-styled vampire slayer. Each swore he would destroy the creature. By night, they prowled the cemetery with crucifixes, garlic, and stakes in hand, their feud almost as dramatic as the legend itself. On March 13, 1970, the tension reached its peak. Hundreds of people scaled the walls of Highgate Cemetery after television reports stirred public hysteria. Flashlights cut through the dark as thrill-seekers, occultists, and hunters scattered among the tombs. Graves were opened, coffins disturbed. One was found with the body inside twisted grotesquely, as if the corpse itself had tried to claw its way free. The chaos grew, and yet sightings of the vampire only continued. Witnesses described the same details. The red eyes, the towering frame, the aura of choking terror that seemed to paralyze anyone who dared to look too long. By the mid-1970s, the vampire mania faded, but the legend endured. Some claim one of the hunters staked and banished the creature. Others insist the Highgate Vampire never died at all, that it merely slumbered again in some forgotten crypt, waiting. Even today, Highgate Cemetery holds its silence. Tourists wander its paths by daylight, admiring the Gothic monuments. But after sunset, the gates are locked, the air thick with warning. Locals say that if you peer between the headstones at night, you may still see him, the shadow of a tall man standing too still, his eyes burning faintly red through the fog. And should you feel a sudden coldness at your back, a heaviness in your chest as though your very strength is being drained, best not to turn around. For the Highgate Vampire is patient, and London still belongs to the night.